Hi, this is Sandy Claire once again. Welcome to Origami STEAM. STEAM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, Art, and Math. Today, I am so excited. We are going to make the elephant. And it looks a lot easier than it is. There's actually a story involved here. I have a student at my school that I always ask for advice on folding. And I asked Jessica, how do you fold this elephant? Please help me fold it. It was harder than I thought. So the next day she comes back with a Ziploc filled with elephants. And these are some of her elephants. There are a few that I actually gave away and I was experimenting, being a little bit of an engineer, trying to think of different folds and different mediums to use. And today we're going to do something not only with origami paper, but we're going to try folding with some Reynolds wrap. Since it's trusted since 1947, I thought we could try it for origami. And I will take you outside and I will show you how to spray it with stone spray, gray stone spray. This is actually indoor spray, but I recommend spray it outside because you never know. There aren't the fumes as the regular spray, but the indoor, there is no scent, any scent, but I don't trust it. It's still in the air. So today we're gonna fold, but I want to show you how I was inspired. This is Origami USA, and I've been a member for quite some time, and I attended the convention in New York City last year. And just a few weeks ago, I was browsing through the magazine, and I came across an article, and it says there's 78,564 origami elephants in the room. That's the title of the article. And what it is, it's the story of how Origami USA came to partner with the Wildlife Conservation Society. And it's to break the Guinness Book of World Records, and they actually did. It's to bring attention to the 35,000 elephants yearly that are killed each year for their ivory. I thought this was a very good cause, and they actually gave you, supposedly, it says simple here. When Origami USA says simple, they don't mean simple. So that's why I needed Jessica's expertise. She took it home, studied it, and came back with a Ziploc filled with origami elephants. So we can use foil. It's white on one side, foil on the other. It's quite expensive, but you can use foil. You can use origami paper. This is actually paper from Walmart that I cut down, and it's just printer paper, so that's quite lovely. But today we're going to start with the pink elephant. We'll start with pink. First of all, you need to fold your paper into a triangle. What makes this a difficult fold is there are about 2 folds that are complicated, but I will show it to you, and it's a lot easier. Okay, then you fold it down the middle. Well, I can't pick up my phone right now, so they're just going to have to wait. See what you got? Looks like a kite. And when you open it, it's all valley folds. Now here's where it gets a little bit tricky. You need to flip it over, and from the bottom to the top, you're going to fold it in half, but you're not going to go all the way across. You're just going to follow these crease folds, because these are going to be the ears. Do you see that? So be sure you go right up to the edge here, right where they go. Okay? Now, once you have this, then you take this corner, and it's almost like a little square. You're going to line it up And continue with the fold. You see how that opens and shuts? I'm going to do it on this side. And it looks kind of like a sailboat right now. Alrighty. Now this flap is actually the trunk of the elephant, so we're going to push this down and lift this little piece up, lining it up with the vertical fold. Now once you have that, take this part at the other end, go to the middle, and flip it over, because that's going to be the tail, the itty bitty tail that sticks out. You see that? You can turn it over and see the little tail sticking out. Now we're going to turn it over, and it's almost like a little crane, a paper crane, but right now we're going to put him down here. Just get him out of my way. And these are going to be the ears. Now normally you would want to fold like this, but we're going to fold kind of like a scalene triangle from this corner all the way over here. So very carefully you're going to line it up, but it's going to stick. It's going to peek. You see some of it peeking out at that end? Okay, that one looks good. And now we're going to try this one all around the edges. Hold it. See that? Now it looks like something, like a face of some kind of animal. Now here's the difficult part too. We're going to take these triangles, these guys, and fold them exactly back as far as they go, like this. See that? Until they line up with the back. Fold it back. And this was the second difficult fold here. Okay. All right, now we're almost done. Now when we get this, you see that? You're going to pull this one, you put your hand underneath, and you're going to pull it out while this part goes back. Now watch what happens when you squash it. Pull it all the way down the back. Becomes a dog. It looks like a dog. It's not a dog. It's going to be an elephant. So you're going to move this little trunk up just a little. Squash it down. Take this little, it looks like a little crane face. And voila, there you are. Here's the little tail, the trunk, and it stands up perfectly. How's that? Now I'm going to show you next, if you can't afford any paper and you have some aluminum foil on hand, you can take some of that out. This will work. You got to eyeball it. Let's see if we can, how close my eye is for being a square. I'm going to cut this piece out and see what it looks like. Be really careful of the sharp edge there if you use that. Keep that away from the babies and the animals. And I have a feeling this is not a perfect square. So one way to find out if we have a perfect square is to fold these edges into a triangle. Let's see what happens. I'm going to fold this where the shiny part's on the inside, because I think when we spray paint it, it will adhere to this a little bit easier. Now see how I was a little bit off, but that's okay. We're going to cut it just a little bit. If you use a thicker aluminum foil, it might even be easier to do. Now see, here's my triangle. Open it up. You got that valley fold. And now you're going to do another valley fold. And another one. I'm so excited. I can't wait to do this. Okay, so open it up. And you have your 3 valley folds, and flip it over. You're going to make another one. Go to the top. So you never throw out your aluminum foil. That's what my grandma used to say. Okay. Especially how expensive it is. Okay. Now, You see how that's coming up? Now this, you might have to help it a little. And I'm going to just squash it. And squash it again over here. Put my finger in there. Let's see, it's starting to look like an elephant. There we go. Put the trunk down. Let's flip this up a little. Now this might be a little crooked, but that's what Origami STEAM is all about. I want to see how many engineers are out there. How many different mediums can you try? You have to use your imagination. And I just thought of this morning. I go, let's try aluminum foil. Okay, now that looks pretty good. Let's turn it back so we have that face. And here's the big fat ears. Okay, remember what we do with the ears? You go back like this. Alrighty, like that. It looks like a little face. You could stop right there and make big giant eyes. It looks like a cool fox. Squish it down. Go back with these. Now, let's push it a little bit. Here's your little bird or your nose. I'm gonna go forward with down the vertical line and pull it out this way. Here's your doggy. It's a little more challenging using foil, but you never know. After it's sprayed, anything looks awesome when it's sprayed. There it is. It works great. You can use cheap foil from the Dollar Tree, which is a little harder to use, but once it's folded, you can, whoops, you can sculpt it, make the ears go round. Now, we have our two elephants. Let's go and see what it looks like when we spray it. Now it says textured finish. Our dog, Luca, is guarding my stand here, my paint booth. I'm using a recycle container. And normally I would go in my backyard, and an old shoebox, just in case anything flies around. You can see some of the ones I did before. They're inside there. And I will use, let's see, which one should we do first? Let's do the pink one first, okay? Let's see what it looks like. Let's put them in there, spray them in. You can use gold, but I like the textured spray. See that? Hold it by there. Right by the little trunk. Spray it in there and let that dry. And I can still see some of the pink. It looks really nice. I had my students walking around the school holding it by the trunk. It was kind of cute. This paint takes a while to dry. Probably takes about at least 20 minutes. Now let's see what happens when we spray the aluminum foil. And one more side. There it goes. Let's put that away so no one gets it. Here's one. And here's my little pink one. Let's take a look at the one that dried. Okay, come on back in. Let's see what they look like once they're dry. This took about 20-25 minutes to dry. Yeah, this is dry now. I made the dot on the eye while it was still wet, but you can wait till it's dry and use your Sharpie marker and make it. So you have to use you have to balance it now. Okay, that's where the science comes in. How is this going to balance out to look nice and sturdy? Look at that. And here's one that's not sprayed at all. It still stands. Here is expensive foil. You can use those foils, and you don't need to spray. And here's a pink or a bronze and a blue one. And here's Jessica's whole clan. I hope you like that. Give me a comment. Let me know what you think. And I would like to know what other mediums you're using in your origami. So write that in your comment and click and subscribe. Thank you.